Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Mizamani T. Yes, we had a special episode or Halloween episode of It Welcome to Derry. Episode 2 came on last night. So let's get on with the recap of It Welcome to Derry, episode 2. Yes. Ha 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 ha.
Y'all ready for this?
Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Mizamani T. Now, of course, with all my recaps, there would be some minor spoilers. We'll try to keep it somewhat spoiler free. So if you have not seen last night's episode of It Welcome to Deary episode 2, I suggest that you watch that show right now. Stop the video right now, watch, and then come back here. I won't spoil as much, but there will be some minor spoilers. Well, obviously, lots of things happen in this particular episode as we're introduced to some new characters. Pennywise continues his attacks on Lenny and Ronnie, and a secret involving Major Hanlon's attack is revealed, along with the reason why he was assigned to the Deary Air Force Base in the first place. Now, let's see. Let's get with Ronnie first, because poor Ronnie, she's worried that the police are going to arrest her father for the disappearance of Teddy Phil and his sister, while at the same time, she is attacked by Pennywise in a horrible sequence involving her deceased mother. I mean, that scene was gross. It was nasty. It was disgusting, but it was also brilliant the way that scene takes place. I won't reveal what happened, but if you've seen the show last night, you understand what I'm talking about. Kind of reviews what's going to happen and what happened to her mother involves her. I won't reveal that, but the practical effects and what happened in that particular show is fantastic. It's scary and it's very disgusting, but really good. And I really appreciate what Amanda Kristen who plays Ronnie. She really does a fine job in her performance. I really know it's fantastic. Now, Major Leroy's wife Charlotte and his son Will, yes, Will Hanlon, arrive in town to their new home, and they both have some difficulties adjusting to Deary. Charlotte has her own problems dealing with Deary. I won't reveal what happened. But Will also has his difficulties, obviously being an African American child in a very white town. But Will does become friends with a Cuban kid named Rich, and he and Ronnie bond while they're both in detention. I really enjoyed Blake Cameron James' performance as Will Handling. He's a very obviously smart kid. His father wants him to become military, but obviously the kid is more interested in science. He has a telescope. He reads books, doesn't do what average kids does, and he's very intelligent. I like the back and forth he and Rich have, and I also like the back and forth he and Ronnie had. So I think he's going to be a pretty interesting character, and we all also know who his grandson is going to be. Speaking about Will's father, the major, after confronting the racist Sergeant Masters, who was arrested for his attack, learns that the attack was staged by General Shaw to test his fear. Why do you want to do that? That seems stupid. Well, we learned that he wants the major to join his special project on the base, which is to recover a weapon that inspires fear from anyone that comes near it, which are also being held by Dick Halloran and his special gifts. He's here in this show? Hmm. No, I actually find it interesting that they include Dick Halloran in this particular show, but from what I understand, this is an integrated Stephen King universe, so we will probably see other characters from other Stephen King's novel, like The Shining. I understand some other characters might be coming into play in Welcome to Derry, but it's pretty interesting seeing Dick Halloran in this particular show. So he's on here because of his special unique gifts or his shine, as we know what it is, and helping them locate the weapon. And let's not forget poor Lillian. She has her own issues, arguing with Ronnie while at school, being tricked by Chief Clint Bowers into getting Ronnie's father, Hank, arrested. And while then shopping for groceries, she has her own attack by Pennywise that involves her deceased father in a very horrific manner, which unfortunately has when she's unfortunately returns to Juniper Hill, which is a psychiatric hospital. Now, just as horrific as Ronnie's attack was by Pennywise, Lily's attack, or what you call visions by Pennywise, is just as terrible because he's really inducing their fear. Ronnie's fear because what happened to her mother, and then Lily's fear because what happened to her father, and both are done in horrific fashions. And again, great practical effects, disgusting, terrible, terrifying, but great practical effects. And again, you have to give Clara Slack credit in her performance as Lily. She does a fine job in showing the fear and how scared she is because of the guilt she has for her father, because what we learned what happened to him in the first episode. So again, lots of things are happening in the second episode. Like I said, we have Will is introduced to, we have these new characters. We see Dick Holloman in this particular show. Obviously, he has some pull because we get to see when he's confronted, when he and his friends go back to base and they tell him, bring him back in. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays into trying to find the weapon using his special gifts. So obviously going to see what's going to happen. And we're still waiting for the actual appearance of Pennywise himself, which I'm pretty sure they're saving for future episodes. Maybe the fifth episode, I think we'll finally see Pennywise. I don't think they're going to actually wait until the because there's only 8 episodes, so I really understand. I think we probably will actually will see in episode 5. It's going to be interesting to see how Will and Rick become involved with Ronnie and Lily's. And I wonder what's going to happen with all the adults. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen with Ronnie's father, Hank, now he has been arrested for the disappearances of the children from the first episode. So I'm really looking forward to seeing episode 3. So there you have it, my horror fans. That is my recap of episode 2 for It Welcome to Derry. And I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, like, and share. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. That way, you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Mizamani G. And always remember, horror rules. And I see you in my next video, y'all. Okay, stay safe out there.